to Armenia. Hey. Good morning. First day in Armenia and first day in this part of the world. The closest I've even been to this area at all is Istanbul or Qatar, and they're not really close. I mean, this whole area of the world I haven't seen whatsoever, so this is really exciting. I've only got today in Yerevan, and then we're actually going off on this 2-week trek through the rest of the countryside of Armenia, so I'm really excited about that. But I'm gonna have a little look around Yerevan before we get going. I didn't make any effort to find this market, by the way. It's literally right out the front of my hotel. But it's Saturday, so this must be quite a big Saturday market here in Yerevan. Decent. Alright, so that wasn't the most Armenian first meal. Pasta with chicken, but it was quite cheap. It was like £3 for that whole thing of an espresso. But we are actually going for a big Armenian dinner tonight, I think. Alright, so in the hotel now. This is what I'm doing, by the way. It's Armenia Trails. It's an expedition. I've got it's like a scarf here, and my trail mix. It's actually going to be a proper expedition. It's I'm only one of the few videographers and photographers going, and the rest are professional trail experts that are establishing this new sort of route through Armenia. So we're going to be some of the first people that have ever trekked this route, and I have no idea what to expect, really. I just signed up for it on a whim. I was like, I'm going to try and do this, and now I'm here, and I don't really have the gear either, but as with everything I do, I'm just going to try and wing it and see what happens. I'm really excited about it though. I really don't know what to expect. Mike, tell an introduction. That looks good. Alright, it's the morning after, some amazing food last night and a great introduction to Armenia. Honestly, like, some of that I've never had before, and yeah, you know how I am about food anyway. That was great. Looking forward to the next 2 weeks. I've just found out, by the way, we're doing a walking tour, and I've just found out that apricots are a huge thing right here, and it's in season right now. Even the slightly orangey looking part of the Armenian flag is apparently based on the apricot, because they're really big on apricots, however you say it. And I had some this morning, and I gotta say, they were really good.
Another thing you might need, especially if you're traveling around the country and you're gonna drink maybe sometimes if you have the time after the hiking, I'm sure not during the hiking. Kenats is the word for, you know, nice. Kenats is the word for cheers, okay? It's not kenats, it's kenats with a k. This sound, k, it's a k, okay? Kenats, it means for life. We drink for living. Another way of saying cheers, in case you wouldn't remember the word kenats, it's very easy. You look up in the sky, you tilt your head a little bit, and you say eh, and you drink. You will see the villages, and even Yerevansis, they do it as well.
So fun fact, Armenia has its own language, Armenian, and it also has its own alphabet, which has 39 characters, I think I was just told. We've just been learning some little Armenian. Barev, hello, merci, they use as thank you, but it's not quite, obviously it's French, but they use it here, it's been Armenianized. Kielnots for cheers, or apparently also for cheers, you can say, eh. I like that.
Right here, and then from there we'll do our hike all the way back to Dilijan.
Okay, so this is what we're doing over the next few days. First we're driving up to here, doing a hike across, and then a hike back, think that's going to take about 3 days. Then we're going down all the way to here and beginning a much longer hike through this region. Yeah, that's exciting, and that pretty much concludes the Yerevan part of this. And then we're going to begin the hiking tomorrow, I think. Alright, we are here to our first stop after about an hour and a half. Wow, well, just as we got here, the rain opened up a bit. We're staying in houses, right? Yeah. Oh, cool. So it's kind of a mix this whole trip. Yeah, so we're doing homestays, camping, and hotels throughout the next 10 days. And today is in a homestay. I don't know where we're going yet. How you doing? A little Armenian ducky. This is our gang. This is us lot are staying here tonight, and then the others are staying in another place. So I've been told a lot about Armenian hospitality already, and straight away they brought out coffees for us, they brought out cakes, and they brought out fruit. And they're just, yeah, from what I've been told, is if you're going through the Armenian countryside, you'll just be getting brought into people's houses. They'll just want to be hospitable, even if you can't speak the same language. So yeah, well, I think we're pretty happy being here right now. Wow, I don't know how well you can see this, but this is really heavy hail. I'll try and catch one. Yeah, look. Yeah, look at that. Like, those are pretty big blocks of ice. That would be painful, right? Yeah. Hey, piggies. Hey, buddy. There's one there. Hey, dude. Hey, doggo. This is actually really interesting. I really had no idea we were doing this. Honestly, before coming, like, I signed up to this, and because it's like an expedition going through Armenia for 10 days, and I really thought we were camping the whole 10 days. I just didn't look into it that much, but we're doing a mix of people's houses, guest houses, hotels, and camping as well, which is really cool. So we get to see some of the real local Armenia and places a lot of people wouldn't really come to as a tourist, and that part I am very excited about. Messy stuff. I'm loving the Armenian coffee so far. And what does it say?
For someone who participated in wartime, like for someone who served in the military during wartime. So this is a medal that he received.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, between 1992 and 1993.
Let me get out your line of sight. Is there a recoil?
Çıkar eser.
No?
This one's a crack. Ariste.
You okay? Okay.
John.
Nailed it! So we were just chatting with the owner of this house through Kyle, who can translate, and because they don't speak any English, he speaks some Russian, but Armenian, it's his own language. And he was saying he served in the war and now lives here, and then he was inviting me to try out his pellet gun, air rifle. I couldn't hit a bottle at all, but then he said his daughter is the regional champion here for shooting out of boys and girls, and so she took the rifle and from ages away just nailed this bottle. Really cool experience, and like I think this is basically what it's going to be like for the next 10 days. Like, we're walking that way for maybe 6 to 8 hours a day, starting tomorrow, and we're sort of cutting across different sections of the country. Yeah, we have a whole list of Armenian phrases, and I'm also asking people as well. So I'm trying my best to see what I can learn in about 10 days. See you soon. Hola, team. Wow, look at this. This is our dinner tonight. They've just set it up outside one of the houses. This looks incredible. So the mayor has set this up, the mayor of this village, I think, and they also host people here when they do come for the trails. And yeah, I mean, that spread. Eating out like this and eating like that, I think is so cool. Hello. Like and subscribe.
Also is very happy, and the village is very happy to host everyone here.
Ես խմում եմ ձեր բոլորի կենացը, միասին վերցրած։
He's drinking to all.
Եվ յուրաքանչյուրի կենացը առանձին։
And also the kenas to each of you.
Kenas. That food was fantastic. It was really light and really fresh. Most of the things there were green. It actually had some real similarities to the stuff I was eating in Romania. It seemed very similar. Like there was a samale type thing. There was the eggplant and pickled dishes and fresh tomato. I had a lot of that in Romania before, which is really interesting, but fantastic food. And now, pardon me, it was a big meal. Now we are going to see a cow being milked with a nice sunset. You're welcome. Oh, this one feels really full. Yeah. There you go. Day one in Armenia. Anyone else?
The night is young.
Thanks.
Շատ հաճելի է, շատ շնորհակալություն։
Merci, chef. Thank you. Hey guys. Wow, morning. No! Come on. And so it begins. It's the first full day of walking. We've got about 10 days coming up of walking every day. I'm going to finish this video here and then check back for the next one for this whole trail adventure. We're doing it with an organization called the World Trails Network with Hike Armenia, and they're taking us all throughout Armenia. Very quickly though, I'll do my first impressions of Armenia, because normally I would just do this in a city, but what's been nice is I got the chance to come out to the countryside and meet some real local people with the help of a translator that couldn't even speak any English, and people have been so friendly. Like you've seen, we've been invited into... There's a dog barking, can you hear that? They've all been so friendly, but this dog is he stopped. Anyway, yeah, everyone's been so nice, and just like the hospitality of Armenian people seems incredible so far. As soon as you get anywhere, you're given coffees, teas, cakes, fruits, apricots, and just been invited in. And like I said earlier, I think this is only the first day, but from what I've been told, that's the same everywhere. The food, by the way, seems very good so far. I mean, some of it seems quite similar to other places, but that's in a good way, because that's the kind of food I love anyway, and it seems very fresh and different to... I know I've said it seems similar. It's similar to this part of the world, but different to a lot of other cuisines, is what I mean. So yeah, anyway, those are my brief first impressions. Check back at the end of this whole series for what I really found about Armenia. I'm just really excited and looking forward to the rest of this trip. For now, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.